Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a card to share with you. It's been a while since I did a card, a couple weeks, so I really wanted to share a card. I've been making a lot of cards, but I haven't been sharing them here, so I've had quite a few birthdays. So yeah, this is what I'm sharing today. So I went crazy with this because I love this new stamp set. It is so adorable. It's called So Refreshing. I'll show it to you in just a minute. But my first original one was this one right here. It's a window card. It does have window sheet in it. You could leave the window sheet out if you want, but I just think it adds a little bit more of elegance to it. And so here is the little picture with the little cup and the little limes. I'm going to actually do this one in the tutorial, this lime one. And I am using some new designer series paper. And I put this sentiment time spent together is the sweetest, but I did use the happy birthday on this one. This one has little strawberries. I had to do this one a bit different because there were no big strawberries to share like I used the limes on here. But they have these itty bitty tiny strawberries right here, and they're so cute. And also I used some window sheet for the little ice cubes. I'm not even sure if you can see that, the little ice there. Maybe you can see it on an angle there. The window sheet always bounces off the camera, so it's a little bit hard to see. But that is the one with, and this paper is retired, so we don't have that one anymore. But these two you can still get. I used this little striped pattern for the lemonade one. And so this is adorable too. I love this one, but I use the same sentiment because it's for a friend. All right, so this is what I'm sharing today. I'm going to show you everything that I used. You can even do an orange one. I was laying in bed this morning thinking, why didn't I do an orange one too? So I'm going to probably do that. And maybe I'll share it in my blog post after I do it. So this is what I'm using, the So Refreshing bundle. So this is the one here, and it is used, these are the So Refreshing dies. I have a lot of dies pulled out, but you get a lot. There's even a little blanket here. There's extra leaves, and this is the little strawberry with the little stem. And I think this is a little bottle. Oh no, I think this might be a tag. I haven't even used that one yet. And a little tag that you can use right here. But it has a lot of pieces there. I'm also using for the window the stitched rectangles. And I'll tell you this size that I'm using. And then the designer series paper I'm using is the Bright and Beautiful. This one right here. And this is the one I'm using for today's card. I'm going to do the lime one. And let's see, I think this is the, no, this one's not the one I used for. There's another one I used for the lemonade. But you can use so many patterns in this. I love this paper. It is so bright and cheerful, just like it says. But look at all these different patterns. This is the one I'm actually using for that. But look at the stars. I can't wait to use all of these. Look at that. That'd be beautiful for 4th of July. And look at how fun these are. And I did use, oh, here it is. Here's the striped one for the lemonade one. All right, so that's everything we're using. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to need a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base. I'm using the thick basic white. You are going to need 2 pieces to mat, one to mat the front. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then one, we're going to mat the inside. That's going to go on the inside here. I'm going to show you how to cut all these because you can't cut them at the same time. It's just too much. And then the window sheet is 3 3/4 by 5. All right, use a nice quality. You can see when I hold this, it stays straight. A lot of the window sheets are really flimsy and they will like just bend. I've used them, believe me. I really like Stampin' Up's window sheet. All right, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just glue this to the front here. And I'm actually going to use wet glue for this. And we're going to need to cut our window out, but I'm going to stamp everything first so we can have everything ready. So this is just going to go on the front here. And these are the dies I'm using. So this die is So it's a 4-inch square or rectangle, and it's probably about 2.5 inches wide. So you can just cut, actually if you want to use an X-Acto knife or something to cut it, you can cut it about that size. But this is the easy way to do it. And you know I use these rectangle dies all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and set that in the middle there. You want it to be, I just eyeball it, but right in the middle. And I'm going to run that through the cut and emboss. And then what I'm going to do, when I come back, I'll show you what I'll do next. But let's get stamping first, because the stamping needs to get out of the way so we can put it all together once we're done here. All right, so we are going to stamp, and I'm going to grab my mat here because these are photopolymer stamps, and I'm going to use Memento Black. And I'm using Lemon Lime Twist for the lime. So we're going to stamp that. There's a lot of stamping actually on this. I used the Sweet Sorbet for the strawberry one, and then I used the Daffodil Delight for the lemonade. Alright, so we're going to stamp the inside. This is two-step stamping for those of you who don't know. When you stamp and then you stamp something else over the top. So we're going to do that one. Alright, and then I'm going to stamp the cup here. And we're going to stamp the limeade, that's what I am calling it, on the inside. And then we'll do the lemons. And then stamp the inside of that. Oop, this one goes this way. These are really easy to see, and so you can get right inside the lines. All right, and then we're going to do the leaves. And then I need to do our little lime slice. So that's that, and then I think this is the last thing. I'm separating them because I don't want any of the dies to hit each other. Alright, so that is all of our stamping. So I have all the dies that are going to cut out all these pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my cut and emboss, and we are going to cut all these pieces out, and I will be right back with all of that. Okay, so I am back, and I have all the pieces here. I have the little pitcher, the cup, the limes, the little leaves we're going to use, and our little slice of lime. Alright, we're going to scoot those out of the way, and while I was there, I went ahead and ran this one through, and that is for our window. So what I'm going to do here next is I'm going to take that other piece that I had, and this is 4 by 5 1/4 as well. I am going to use some removable tape, and I am just going to put some down the sides here just to hold it in place. And I'm just going to set this where I want it. I'm just centering it on here. You're going to take a pencil and you're going to go around the edge here. And now you know where to cut this piece right here. So we're going to grab our die again, and you're going to cut that piece out. Just lie that on here and line it all up. And we're going to run this through the cut and emboss. I'll be right back with that one. Okay, so I have that one ready to go now. This is going to fit on here, and it should fit just right around there. We're going to add our window sheet, and I'm just going to use some glue. Whoops. I'm going to lay your window sheet down here. And then we'll add some more glue on the back of this. And then this goes right on top here, so it hides the window sheet. If it doesn't matter to you, then you don't need to do that, but I like it to be nice and clean on the inside. And just line it up And there you go. Now we're ready to add all our pieces. I'm going to grab my lemon lime twist ribbon, which comes in a duo pack with this. I always say it's Blushing Bride, but I'm not sure. It looks like Blushing Bride, but it's the Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. And I am just going to lay this across. I'm going to put it right about here. I'm not going to tuck it underneath the Designer Series paper. I did that on my first one, and this just works so much easier. So I'm just going to lay it across. And you can't even tell the difference. It's still nice and clean. And I'm going to just cut that on both ends here. Then we have our ribbon across there. I'm going to add our little pieces now. I'm going to take our little picture, and I'm just putting it on the bottom and on the side because I don't want to see glue on the window sheet. So I'm just going to set that down there. And then I'm going to use dimensionals for the cup because we're going to pop that one up. And that's going to go right next to the picture. I am going to also put a dimensional on the back of our limes here, or lemons, whatever you are going to use. That's going to go down here, and then I'm going to just glue on, oops, almost lost that one. These are really little. And I glue that on the bottom here. One under this side, and then one on the other side. And then we're going to put our little lime right on the edge of the cup. Just like that. And then I'm going to tie a little bow on here, and we need to stamp our sentiment. So I'm just making a small bow here. And I'll use a glue dot for that. And it's going to go right here. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to use the same sentiment. I like this one for friends, so I think it's a great one. And then I'm going to stamp that right in the center here. Ooh, I need to grab my mat. It's going to go right here. Just is so much crisper when you use the mat, and I always forget, but look how nice that stamps. And then there it is right in the window. Isn't that fun? I think these are so fun to make, and they're easy. There's nothing hard about doing these. Here's the other ones. And it's just a fun way to either say happy birthday or time spent together. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Here's my May host code if you need any supplies. I'd appreciate it if you shop with me and use my host code. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.